What's going on, everybody? I'm back with another high-risk coin burster video for you all today. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a $20 million buy-in, and we're starting with 200 quarters. Super expensive game today. Anyhow, wish me good luck. Hopefully we can walk out of here with a new world record win. My goodness, they got this thing loaded up insanely well today. Looks like a ginormous tower of quarters up front. I'd say all those quarters combined is like 3,000 or 4,000 quarters. And they got all kinds of $5,000 and $10,000 chip towers. Nice. We're already getting a bunch of them to go. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh yeah, jackpot, baby. Nice. A couple more towers. Oh my goodness. Wow. We already demolished that quarter tower and a whole bunch of the $5,000 and $10,000 chip towers. That is absolutely outstanding. Yeah, and there's like so many white dice and gold dice in there today on top of all those towers. I didn't count any of those up before I started playing, so yeah, there could be like 10, 12 of those in there. So anyhow, that right there was the last of our 200 quarters. So let's go see what we've won real quick, and we'll get right back to pushing. You all are not going to believe this. Check this out. There was a $50 chip and a $10 chip hidden in there. Oh my goodness, it's still going. I think we got a couple more $5,000 chips and some quarters right there in the center. So anyhow, that $10 chip, if you don't know what that's for, we get to cash that in. And that right there is worth one free tower. They'll let me spin a wheel, and whatever that wheel lands on, that's what type of brand new tower they'll build somewhere in the playfield. Yeah, that wheel has all these different types of chip values on there. Oh my goodness. There's so much going on right now. There's a mystery bag getting pretty close to the edge. And anyhow, that $50 chip, we get to cash that in at the end of the game. They will take anything that we've lost to them, side slots or gutters, whatever you want to call them, and they'll put it back into the playfield. So it's not bad at all. Wasn't expecting to see that this early in the game. Normally they put those special chips in the mystery bags. Must have been hidden inside that quarter tower or something, or just buried underneath the quarters. So anyhow, this is doing exceptional so far. We've made a tremendous amount of money on that previous round. We got about 2,800 quarters now. Well, that's what we had before we started playing again. And we're doing quite a few 1-ounce gold bars now also. It's doing phenomenal. Oh yeah, that was a spectacular push right there. And on top of that, we got like 1 or 2 gold dice. I think there went another gold dice. So let's get that loot chute cleared out. Alright, there we go. We got that loot chute emptied out. I think we got that red mystery bag so far. And on top of that red mystery bag, there's a brown mystery bag. On top of that big old tower of $10,000 chips on the right. And there's like a blue mystery bag on top of that $10,000 chip tower on the left. But those towers are on the blue shelf, so we may be able to win those later on. We'll see. See how the game goes. So I think now would be a perfect time to go ahead and use that skill stop button. Get a large base of quarters built up behind these gold towers and stuff. Because if we play like normal and only put $1, $2, or $3 in there at a time, it's going to take anywhere from like 3 to 8 hours to get these towers on the corners to fall down. But if we stack the quarters up really high like this, like we're doing now, that lowers that down to 30 minutes to 3 hours. And a bunch of you all suggested this skill stop technique down in the comments, and like I've said, it's a total game changer. So thank you all so much for suggesting this technique. I truly appreciate it. But yeah, you'll see these towers, the gold towers, start moving here in just a second. Once we get a lot of quarters down there at the lower shelf. Just keep a close eye on those gold towers. So anyhow, them gold dice, if you don't know what those are for, we get to roll them at the end of the game. And whatever they land on, the gold bars will multiply by those numbers. So for example, say we have won like 100 ounces of gold at the end of the game. And say the gold dice total up to 10 or something. Then that means that 100 ounces of gold will turn into 1,000 ounces of gold. So definitely have the potential to make millions upon millions of dollars with them dice. Those dice are super valuable. Probably the most important thing in the game, to be honest with you. Because I don't think there's $20 million worth of chips in here today. I mean, I guess we have the potential to win 20 million if we cash in that $10 chip and it lands on $25,000 chips or something. But it's not promising that we're going to get $20 million worth of chips out of here. So without the dice, pretty much 99% of the time you'd lose lots of money. Yeah, especially if you do like a $50 million buy-in, $100 million buy-in. Without those dice, you could lose millions of dollars. Because there's been times before the original buy-in was like $100 million or something. And I think we only made like $12 million in chips. So you do the math, we'd have lost a lot of money. But I think we had won like 10 of the white dice or something. I mean, keep in mind, I played thousands of these games. So pretty much all I'm trying to say is the white dice, the ones that multiply our winnings, those are super valuable. Without those, you could lose millions of dollars on big buy-in games. Well, that great big old tower of gold on the right, it's about ready to go. We got the remaining quarters for that small quarter tower on the right side. Sweet. Another 10 grand to add to the pile right there. Not bad at all. Nice, we got a whole bunch more quarters on the left. Alright, so we've probably got about 80 quarters left in the basket. So let's try to get this tower gold and that one on the left. And after we win those out of there, I will open up that red mystery bag. Then after that, I'll probably cash in that $10 chip. So stay tuned for that. Nice, we got that tower of gold on the right hand side, and check that out, there's a gold dice on the corner getting pretty close. Alright, well that right there was the last of our quarters, so let's go down here and retrieve the quarters, and we'll get right back to work. Alrighty, I'm back. So before we continue playing, I'd like to go ahead and open up this red mystery bag right here, so let's see. Hopefully there's something really nice and valuable in there. I think there's an earbud of some sort in there, let's see. Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. So we got the red earbud and 2 $1 chips. So each one of these $1 chips is worth 500 free quarters. I get to cash in both of these. That will give me an extra 1,000 quarters. That is absolutely phenomenal. And this red earbud right here, we get to cash this in. They will take all those towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield somewhere. So we'll cash that in later on. So anyhow, it's not bad at all. So let's get right back to pushing. Might try like 1 or 2 more rounds and try to get this gold tower on the left and that gold dice on the right. And if we can't get them to go, I'll probably just go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of the $1 chips. So I think we should be using that skill stop button and stack up the quarters on the left hand side. That way we can try to get that gold tower that's over there. Looks like it's going to be pretty difficult to win, to be honest. So yeah, the towers on the sides are normally pretty difficult to win. And the reason why, it's because if there's any weight or pressure build up on the quarters are just going to take the easiest route or the easiest path of travel. And that would either be around the tower or it would be like down those gutters. And those gutters are founded on quarters and all kinds of chips and stuff. Lots of stuff like to fall down the gutters. So yeah, that's pretty much the main reason why the towers on the side struggle to go at times. Oh yeah, check that out. That gold dice is right there on the edge. Nice, we got it. Fell straight into the payout chute. That is absolutely phenomenal. It's been an excellent game so far, that's for sure. Getting a boatload of quarters back every single push. I mean, we're not really making quarters. We're just pretty much winning the quarters back that we've been stacking up. I mean, it's still nice to get a decent return of quarters, because without the quarters you can't win none of the towers out of there and stuff. And whenever I cash in those 2 $1 chips, they'll give me an extra 1,000 quarters. So about to get a whole bunch more quarters whenever I cash that in. Oh yeah, did you see that enormous tower of gold move forward a tiny bit right there? Yeah, and the gold bars, those are worth whatever 1 ounce of gold is at the moment. I think they're pretty close to like $1,930 an ounce. I might be wrong. That's what the spot price of gold was yesterday. If somebody could let me know the exact spot price of a 1 ounce gold bar down in the comments section, I would highly appreciate that. Oh my goodness, drop some quarters on the floor. I'll pick them up here shortly. And also, if you're wondering what I do with all the gold that I win, I normally just save it all. I keep it in a safety deposit box. Yeah, I've heard the gold bars are going to skyrocket in value over the next like 2 or 3 years. And I try to save as much gold as I can. But here and there, if we need some extra cash, I'll trade in like 2 or 3 of the gold bars. And then they'll give me the cash for whatever the spot price of gold is at the moment. But like I said, 99.9% of the time, I will just save every bit of that gold that I win. Because I've heard it may go up in value. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of it saved up at the moment. Yeah, I'm dropping tons of quarters on the floor. I'll have to pick them up here shortly. So anyhow, hopefully we can turn this $20 million buy-in into like $1 billion or more today. That would be spectacular. It's going to be pretty difficult to do, but I definitely think we have the potential to do that because there's, let's see, 8 white dice in there. Plus there's still 2 more mystery bags on the towers in there, and those could be loaded up with dice also. You never know. Yeah, normally if you can get at least 10 white dice out of there, you have the potential to win over $1 billion. And I'm seeing 8 white dice right now, and there's 2 more mystery bags. So hopefully them mystery bags have a bunch of white dice in them. That'd be pretty sweet. And we could really use a nice win off of this game right here, because I played, let's see, how many games before this one? 3 of them, I think. And 2 of the games was actually winning games, to be honest with you. I think the first game was a winning game. The second game, yeah, that one was a winning game also. I think we profited a total of like 37 million off of both of those games combined. But that third game that I played, goodness gracious, it was a 1/4 challenge, and I bought in a couple of times, and that put me down, let's see, how much money? I think it was close to $54 million. So let's go grab the quarters, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, ANV Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to work. So like I said, I'm going to try like one more round, and if we don't get that tower on the left-hand side, I'll go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of the $1 chips. So stay tuned for that. More exciting gameplay coming right up. And I know it's probably getting a little bit boring for a lot of y'all just watching the quarters fall down and stuff. But just bear with me for a few more minutes. Let's just try to get this tower of gold on the left. I'd say it's hanging about 30% of the way over the edge. Maybe a little bit less than that. Maybe 25%. So it's still got a lot of progress to go before it's all the way off of there. So I think the best thing we can do is just stack up that left-hand side, use that skill stop button here and there, and I'm going to try to stack the quarters on top of each other on purpose, because that's what helps the towers on the sides move. So let's see what that does right there. Come on, huge push. Oh my goodness, it's so close. Yeah, and there's so many towers on the blue shelves today. Like I said, all kinds of $5,000 and $10,000 chip towers, dice, gold bars, and like 2 mystery bags on top of them great big old towers back there in the back. So there's actually multiple ways I could win some of those towers. The first way, I could stack the quarters up really high back there on the pusher, kind of like we're doing right now. And for example, say those $5,000 chip towers was like hanging over the pusher just a little bit. If I stack the quarters up really high back there, sometimes I could trick shot them towers into the playfield. Those towers aren't really hanging over there today, so that first method wouldn't work out. Anyhow, the second way I could win all those towers is if there's a $5 chip or a red earbud hidden in there. If I win either one of those 2, I would get to cash it in. They would move all them towers to the playfield for free. And we did win that red earbud today, so we'll get them towers for free later on. But if the $5 chip or red earbud was not in there, then it would cost me 2 times the original buy-in. I'd have to pay, let's see today, $40 million since the original buy-in was $20 million. And they would move all them towers to the playfield. And that would be a $60 million buy-in in total. So, thank goodness we got that red earbud. It saves us a fortune, that's for sure. But still, I mean, I think it'd be worth it to pay that extra. Nice, we got that massive tower of gold to crash down. That is absolutely phenomenal. So we got the whole entire machine cleared out. So anyhow, let's go ahead and cash in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, ANV Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that $10 chip and both of them $1 chips. It gave me an extra 1,000 quarters. And we got to spin that wheel, and today it landed on 1 ounce gold bars. And as you can see, they built like 5 enormous towers of gold in there. Look at that tower of gold right there in the center. That is super, super unique. Well, the top of it's falling down. It fell backwards. Oh yeah, it's about ready to go. Come on, nice push. Give me something. Oh yeah, that tower is insanely close to the edge. Come on, big money. Oh my goodness, it's hanging on there. Nice, we got it. That's what I'm talking about. That was an avalanche of gold right there. And I think that wheel landed on gold bars yesterday also. So this is like 2 days in a row that wheel landed on 1 ounce gold bars. Like I've said many times before, well, I've said this a couple of times, that wheel that we get to spin may be on like a payout rate or something, because it seems like it lands on gold bars or $1,000 chips most of the time. Very seldom do we get the $5,000 chips, $10,000 chips, or $25,000 chips. So I feel like that wheel may be on like a payout rate or something. Like I said, we rarely ever get the $25,000 chip free tower, so oh my goodness. Well, I just now realized that loot chute is severely clogged up, so let's get that emptied out real quick. Alrighty, A&B 𝗠𝗨𝗦𝗧 has her turn. Let's get right back to work. So we got that loot chute all cleared out. Oh my goodness, nice! Nice, that enormous tower of gold fell off of that left corner there. That is a massive relief right there. Yeah, I thought that tower was going to be the one that would take forever to go, but we already got it to go. That's fine with me. Nice, and we got that other tower. Goodness gracious, the gold bars are getting stuck in that loot chute. I don't know how that happens, but it does. Yeah, everything's getting stuck in there again, so let's get it cleared out one more time. Alrighty, we're back. So I got that loot chute all cleared out. Yeah, it won't be long. We'll have the whole entire machine cleared out. We just got to get that remaining gold tower. So let's keep on pushing on that right-hand side. Definitely the best option on the table for now. Oh yeah, got a bunch of quarters that was around that big old tower. Yeah, I'd say all that gold that was in there combined, all those 5 towers, was like, I want to say 100 ounces of gold or more. Maybe a little bit less than that actually, I'm not sure. I'll count everything up here in just a second. Oh yeah, nice, we got that other tower of gold, so we got the whole entire machine emptied out already. That is fantastic. This game is going marvelous today. So anyhow, let's go ahead and cash in that red earbud, and they'll take all those towers that are on the blue shelves and they'll put them into the playfield. So let's call them back here and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&B 𝗠𝗨𝗧 has her turn. Let's get right back to pushing. So I cashed in that red earbud. They took all those towers that was on the blue shelves and they put them all into the playfield. I think now would be a perfect time to go ahead and start using that skill stop button. Because as you can see, there's like 6 of the towers on the corners, and those may take a long time to crash down. So if we go ahead and stack up the quarters like this, we may get them to fall down a lot sooner. So let's keep on stacking this thing up. Let's try to put like 600 or 700 or 800 quarters in there at once. See what happens. And those towers are stacked up pretty tall back there on the pusher, especially those $5,000 chip towers. Oh my goodness, well that tower right there in the center fell down. Sweet. And just a reminder, if we do end up losing any of the dice or chips to those side slots, the gutters on the sides, at the end of the game, whenever I cash in that $50 chip, they will take all that stuff and they'll put it back into the playfield. So I guess it doesn't really matter if we lose a dice or something, but I mean, there is a pretty high chance that we'll lose at least 1 or 2 of the dice today on this round right here. But yeah, most of the time whenever the towers are stacked up really tall back there on the pusher, they'll end up falling over and they'll fall like over there on the blue shelf or something. So we may end up losing some chips and stuff. So normally it would cost us an extra 100 grand to have them put it back into the playfield. But since we got that $50 chip, they'll put all that stuff back into the playfield for free whenever I cash in that $50 chip. So if we end up losing some dice or chips or gold to the blue shelves today. Oh my goodness, that was an avalanche right there. Sweet. Well, a bunch of our quarters got stuck back there behind the glass. So anyhow, if we lose anything, they'll put it back into the playfield. Oh my goodness. Nice, we got that tower on the right. That is outstanding. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it looks like we lost probably like 30 grand to the blue shelf today over on the right hand side. So, like I said, we'll get that back later on. Oh yeah, this is pushing really well at the moment. We're getting a boatload of $5,000 and $10,000 chips, quarters. Making out like a bandit today, that's for sure. Alright, well let's go ahead and stack this thing up again. Let's try to put like, let's see, 5 or 6, 7, 800 quarters in there. Seems to be working pretty well. See how the towers on the corners are moving forward a little bit. And those towers have dice on top of them, so those are super valuable. Definitely want to win them today. Alright, well, let's see what that does. Let's get that loot chute emptied out. Alright, there we go. We got that loot chute all cleared out. And it looks like we got all the chips to fall off of the pusher back there. Everything's done pushed down to that lower shelf. So, let's keep on stacking this thing up with quarters. Definitely working really well. Well, speaking of the quarters, we're going to have to go collect the quarters here in just a few minutes. Because I think we're down to like 260 quarters now. How many we got left in the bowl? Well, now we probably got about 30. Alright, well, let's see what that does. Come on, huge push. Give me something. Nice, but we got a couple $5,000 chips out of that. Let's see if that second wave does any good. Oh, yeah, a whole bunch more $5,000 chips to add to the pile. That is outstanding. It's been an excellent game today so far. Alright, well that right there was the last of our quarters. So let's go see how much money we've won real quick and retrieve the quarters, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, we're back. Let's keep it pushing. So let's go ahead and load this thing up with quarters once again. Let's try to put like at least 800 quarters in there on this push right here. Because I'm really determined to get all 6 of those towers that are on the sides. Because we're definitely going to need to stack up the quarters really high back there if we're going to get them towers anytime soon. So anyhow, hope y'all are doing good and having a wonderful day so far. Remember, if this is your first time watching the channel and you're enjoying this video, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. Will help out tremendously. We're on the road to 140,000 subscribers. My goal is to get to 140,000 by the end of this month, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, let's try to get 10,000 likes on this video right here. 10,000 likes. I know we can accomplish that. Just need everybody watching to hit that like button. Tell you what, if this video can get 10,000 likes within the first day of it being uploaded, tomorrow I will do a $500 million buy-in. How does that sound? $500 million buy-in, but only if this video can get 10,000 likes in a day. So anyhow, let's see what that does. Put a whole bunch of quarters in there at once. Come on, nice push. Oh yeah, towers on the side seem to be moving forward a tiny bit. Here and there they'll move. Oh my goodness, did you see that? That great big old tower of $5,000 chips moved. Nice, all 3 of them moved on that right side. Wow. Well, hopefully we can get them towers to crash down here shortly. That would be nice. And also, it is 100% free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I don't get paid for y'all hitting that like button or hitting the subscribe button. I mean, in reality, it just makes it 1,000,000% easier for y'all to keep up with future content. Because once you hit that subscribe button, there should be a bell icon right next to it. And if you hit that bell icon, it will give you the option to turn on all notifications. And if you turn on all notifications, you will get notified on your phone, TV, laptop, computer, iPad, tablet, whatever device you're watching my videos on. You will get notified every single time I upload a brand new video. So be sure you have that bell icon enabled. Alright, well let's see what that does. That was a bunch of quarters we just put in there. Nice push, come on. Nice, we got that tower on the right side, and check that out, that $5,000 chip tower. Nice, there it goes, wow. That like fell down immediately after the humongous tower $5,000 chips fell. Nice, check that out, we got a gold dice. This tower's about ready to go also. So we just about got the right hand side all cleared out. So let's try to push on that left side now. How does that sound? load this thing up with quarters. Alright, let's see what that does. Come on, humongous push. Oh my goodness, that tower of $5,000 chips is severely close to the edge. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't already fallen down yet. Come on, big money, give me something. Now we're getting tons of quarters back right there in the center, that's for sure. Oh yeah, both of them towers are on the edge about ready to go. Come on, nice push. Alright, well we only got a couple quarters left, so let's get those in there. And while I'm down there collecting the quarters, keep a close eye on them two towers right there. They're about ready to go. So let's try like 2 more rounds, try to get these towers, and if we can't get them, we'll go ahead and cash in that $50 chip. So let's go down there and retrieve the quarters, and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, I'm back. So I completely forgot about these 2 mystery bags right here. So let's see, which one should we open up first? I think we should open up the blue one first. So let's go ahead and see if there's anything nice and valuable in there. Feels really, really heavy. So let's see, what do we get? Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. We got 3 more golden dice. That is absolutely remarkable. So now let's go ahead and move on to this brown mystery bag. This one feels pretty light, to be honest with you. Hopefully it's still loaded up pretty good. Oh my goodness, wow, check this out. We got 2 more white dice. That is insane. Let's get right back to pushing. And who knows, maybe somebody else has lost some dice to those gutters today. Because sometimes, if nobody else has won the $50 chip, then that loot box of theirs could be loaded up with stuff that other people have lost. So, it could be a bunch of stuff like chips, gold, dice, anything down in that loot box. And they'll put all that stuff into my game whenever I cash in that $50 chip. So, hopefully there's a bunch more dice in there. Oh my goodness, wow, we got that tower on the left-hand side. Both of them, actually. Got both of them $5,000 chip towers. Alright, so that was a whole bunch of quarters we just put in there at once. So let's see what happens. Come on. Oh my goodness, well, a bunch of quarters are falling down. We really, really need to get that tower on the right-hand side. It's super, super close. And the one on the left, it's got a long ways to go. So yeah, let's push on that left-hand side. And oh my goodness, well, I just now realized it. That loot chute is getting piled up again. Might be a gold bar or something stuck in there. So let's get that emptied out real quick. Alrighty, we're back. So I got that loot chute emptied out. So it turns out there was like 2 or 3 gold bars stuck in there. And it's blocking all the stuff from falling on down into the payout chute. So luckily I got that cleared out when I did. Or else it might have been stuck in there for good. You never know. Might have had to call them back here and let them try to get it out. Oh my goodness, nice! We got that enormous tower of $10,000 chips on the right, and I think that one had a dice on it also. Yeah, that tower was turned around or something, and you couldn't see the dice. Oh my goodness, well, that's 1 more dice than I thought we'd win. Sweet. Alright, let's keep on stacking that left-hand side up with quarters. Really, really trying to get this tower. So keep in mind we need to make like $53 or $54 million profit on this game right here to break even for the day. Yeah, that's how it goes a lot of times. A lot of times I'll do buy-in after buy-in after buy-in and I still don't get it to go at all. I bought in like 5 or 10 times on the 1/4 challenge earlier. I think it was a total of 7 buy-ins if I'm not mistaken. And that's the game I lost all that money on, so yeah, I know it seems like I win all the time. That's because I only upload the winning videos. Never really post the losing games. I mean, I've tried posting the losing videos in the past. Y'all didn't care much for those, and I try to keep my channel as positive as possible. So, that's why I just stick to posting the winning games only. But yeah, like I said, it's definitely a lot harder than it looks. Definitely not easy at all. And a lot of times I'll do like 5 or 10, 20 buy-ins and the towers won't even move forward, like none at all. So that's how it goes playing these machines. You can't always make a profit. And most of the time I'll stay here like 5, 10, 15 hours trying to get a winning video for you all. Then I have to go home and edit that, put it on YouTube and stuff. So I spend a lot of time trying to make these videos perfect and stuff. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's keep it pushing. So I was playing off camera for about 37 minutes. And I was trying to get that tower $10,000 chips that was on the left, and it just wasn't moving. I was trying to use that skill stop technique, and it still wasn't really helping that tower move forward. That one was being really stubborn, so I decided to go ahead and cash in that $50 chip, and they took everything that had fallen down in the side slots, and they put it back into the playfield. Looks like there's a whole bunch of $1,000 chips, $5,000 chips, $10,000 chips, gold bars. And they also rearranged that tower and they put it right there in the center, the one that was on the left. So we done got that to cash down. That is absolutely spectacular. It's been an incredible game today. And leave a guess down in the comments. Let me know how much money you think we're going to make back today from a $20 million buy-in. Yeah, I'd say we're easily going to make that $20 million back. We just got to get the whole entire machine cleared out. We've won a whole bunch of dice today also, that's for sure. And also, all those $5,000 chips and quarters that we lost to the blue shelves, they just put those back into the playfield also. So I just thought I should point that out in case somebody was wondering what happened to all those chips that was on the right-hand side. Well, we just about got the whole entire machine cleared out. There's like 2 ounces of gold on the left and a whole bunch of $5,000 and $10,000 chips. Nice, that was a good push right there. Come on, big money. I think we need to focus more on that left-hand side and try to get that side moving. Yeah, because that's where most of the money and gold is at. There's only $5 grand on the right side about ready to go. Now, once we get that, we'll have the center and the right side all cleared out. Nice, we got a gold bar right there. Sweet. And we got that $5,000 chip. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, this has been an outstanding game so far. Yeah, definitely been the best game I played all day, that's for sure. Let's keep on pushing on that left-hand side. Looks like there's 2 grand getting pretty close to the edge. Nice, we got a $1,000 chip right there. Not bad at all. Yeah, I think that gold bar is weighing all those chips down. That's why it's being a little bit stubborn, I think. Oh yeah, it's moving forward pretty well now. Come on, nice push. Yeah, we're so close to getting the whole entire machine cleared out today. Alrighty, I'm back. Let's keep it going. So I've been playing for about, let's see, 10-15 minutes off camera, and that last little bit of money in gold is being super stubborn. Nice, we got it all cleared out of there. That is absolutely exceptional. It's been a magnificent game today, absolutely magnificent. So now I'm going to call them over here. I think we've won 19 dice in total. We got 10 of the white dice and 9 of the gold dice. They will put all 19 of them dice back there on the pusher. We have to roll them on down to that lower shelf. Whatever they land on, we get to multiply our winnings and our gold by those numbers. So let's call them back here and we'll get right back to pushing. Alrighty, A&D Coin Pusher has returned. Let's get right back to pushing. So I called them over here. They put all 19 of them dice back there on the pusher. So let's roll them on down to that lower shelf. Hopefully they all win on some fabulous numbers. Oh my goodness, well we got a 6 right off the bat. So that right there is 6 times my winnings. That is absolutely exceptional. Oh my goodness. Well, the gold dice are doing pretty good. Oh my goodness. Wow, we got a bunch of 5s and 6s. 3 of the white dice landed on 1s, unfortunately. Oh my goodness, 4 of them now. Well, the gold dice are definitely doing a lot better than the white dice. Oh my goodness, another 1. I mean, we are going to have to stop right there because don't want to lose that 6. Because if any of the dice fall over the edge or down the side slots, we'd lose them. So anyhow, it's not bad at all. The majority of them dice landed on some pretty good numbers. So I'm going to count everything up, multiply our winnings and goal by all that. And I'll let y'all know what we've won back from a $20 million buy-in. Be right back. You all are not going to believe how much money I've won today. This is absolutely insane. I ended up winning $10,682,000 in chips. And all those white dice combined ended up multiplying my winnings by 24. And in total, I ended up winning $256,368,000 from a $20 million buy-in. That is absolutely outstanding right there. That's another huge life-changing jackpot win today. Absolutely mind-blowing. I was not expecting a win like that. And on top of that, we won 129 ounces of gold, and all those gold dice combined ended up multiplying the gold by 44. And in total, I ended up winning 5,676 ounces of gold today. And the spot price of gold is like $1,930, so that means we got an extra $10,954,680 in gold today. So that is absolutely magnificent right there. So anyhow, that's not bad at all for a $20 million buy-in. So if y'all enjoyed today's episode, be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the post bell notifications. That way you get notified for whenever I upload a brand new video. And also, if you want to check out a whole entire playlist of videos, that will appear on the right hand side of the screen. And if you want to check out the previous video, yesterday's video, that will appear on the left side of the screen. And if you want to subscribe, you can click that button up top there to subscribe. So anyhow, I'll see y'all on the next episode. Y'all take care and have a wonderful day.